everyone, this is Cindy, and I'm getting ready to make one of these. I think they're called slow stitched. I'm not sure what else they're called, but anyway, just this little fabric cluster, slow stitched. That there's other videos on the internet, but in case you haven't caught one of those, I thought I was getting ready to make one, so I thought, well, I'll just turn the camera on. So I've got stuff surrounding me, so it could cave in at any minute, but I wanted it for this bee journal I'm working on. So anyway, so I got my bee fabric here, and this one has a bee on it, so we're definitely going to use that. So I'm just going to rip a piece of that, and if I remember right, yeah, this one's real tough, so I have to cut quite a ways. There we go. And let's see, go this way. And I thought I'd put it on this background here, but you know what? I really need more than one color. So on that one I just showed you, I had like 2 fabrics on a background, so I really need a background. So let me just get a piece of this ready. I'll just make it a little smaller, maybe. We'll see how it turned out. And the bee one, there. Just kind of fringe this side to match. Yep. Yeah, work on the strings on that one. Just kind of overlap them like that. Yeah, and I didn't think about a background fabric, so let me see what I've got real close at hand here. I might could use. Got some of this, some of this. Is that the same as that? I'm looking at different pieces here. You know what? Why don't I just put it on the piece of lace? That's kind of stiff. We'll try that. So I'm going to take this piece of lace and I'm going to cut it. And it's wire lace, but I can take that wire out. And let's see. Just push that down till the piece of wire comes up. As a matter of fact, I don't even need to do that because I'm going to trim off these edges. And if you wanted to, you could keep that little one I kept the wire in. It became like a little twist tie. So, yeah. Okay, so just going to take the 2 fabrics, kind of overlap them on here. And, yeah. I've never done it with the lace before, so this will be different. Okay, now the needle has got to have a large eye in it. It can't be just a regular sewing needle because you'll never get all this embroidery floss in there. Now, I raided this from my daughter's stash, so I just found the closest thing I could find to a gold or a yellow. And just split it so that there's 6 strands, so you split it so you have 3. And it usually takes 3 hands to do this unless you got help nearby. So anyway, my 3rd hand was my mouth there real quick. Let's see. Get it threaded. Yep, there we go. And I'm putting a knot in it. That's just the way I work. And I'm going to make it fairly large since we got that sheer lace. Don't want it coming through. So, okay. Now, the way I do mine is I just kind of do a little stitch around the perimeters of the square. So I'm going to start with the bee one. And I don't think it matters if I start in that corner. So I'm just going to start here in the middle. That way I can anchor down that gold fabric on the back since I didn't bother pinning this. And just a simple running stitch. And really, the messier the better. Okay. You could use regular sewing thread. I started to do that when I realized, oh wait, I gotta have some gold. I didn't want to use white because it doesn't really show up, or cream. So that if I can't find some embroidery floss to match, I'm just gonna use 3 or 4 strands of sewing thread, because what would be any different than using multiple strands of that and multiple strands of embroidery floss? So you can definitely try that. I wanted one of these for the inside of the journal, and I'm thinking about using one on the outside of the journal. I mean, on the cover. Almost back to the beginning. Just put your needle down. Actually, it worked out pretty good starting where I did, because I can now start on that gold material without having to skip from like the corner all the way over. So I should have been thinking ahead like that, but since I wasn't, I just got lucky. So I'm just gonna stitch around this perimeter or edge. Yeah, several people I know, Gail was making them, and I don't remember who she said she saw making them. So everybody has their own little way of doing them. So they're a great way to use up scraps, and they add a really cool embellishment to your journals. One of a kind for sure. I got my strings too close. There we go. I need to move my needle up. There we go. Okay. And then when I get to the, I'm finished, kind of stretch it out, and then I just knock mine off by going under one of the stitches. Ouch. Not poking myself. And then looping back through that strand. Don't pull it real tight. You don't want to tug on your fabric, but and then just doing the same thing again. Go back through the stitch and through the loop and just make a knot. It's going to be glued down, so it doesn't really matter. Anyway, there it is. And backed it onto lace. Maybe you can see that. There's my horrible back. But anyway, get a little closer. Yep, maybe that's better. So anyway, I'm thinking about putting it on the front of the journal somewhere. And yeah, that's going to look cute there. So I'm going to make a few more of these, I think. And I will just show you guys the finished journal, because I've almost got it done. And I think that's what I'm going to do next after I do these, is finish off that journal and make a video. So thanks for watching. Bye.